side to side and try to break the sides off. You know, just mainly just leaning on them, nothing violent. But now he's learned that he's not allowed to do that, and so the energy is turned into pawing. And what we're working on is just keeping, no itching, just keeping him in the cross tie longer. And him learning how to be patient. You know, this is one of the harder things for the young ones. He's very oral still. We try not to be too, really the main rule is he's not allowed to put his mouth on anyone working with him. And he does get a good whack for that when he does it, because he was starting to nip. But because he is 2, he's going to start having some teeth coming in. He has still has all of his baby teeth. So we're trying to be very compassionate to the fact that some of his oral behavior is probably from some changes that are going on in his mouth. So really the #1 rule is he's not allowed to put his mouth on us. That's when he gets a smack. But other than that, if sometimes he'll want to chew on, you know, this lead rope or something like that, and usually I just come and take it out myself. Do a whole lot of real strong discipline with him about that. Some of the oral behavior, I think, you know, will go away too also once he has another horse or some other horses around him, where he can get some grooming time in and that sort of a thing. It'll really help him a lot. No itching. Back up. Back up. So this is something that I do with him. Not every, you know, he's always in the cross tie every single time. Of course, when I come and work with him. But that's why it's about a 15-minute limit for him, time-wise, until he starts to paw, because he's always in there. He gets groomed, he gets his hooves picked. You know, I ask him to move from side to side, and then we'll go out and do work. So if he's asked to stand a little bit longer, he gets a little restless. And this is him being a little restless, being 2, you know. So I have let him stand here and just paw till his heart's content, till he almost dug himself to China. And that took him about a half an hour, and then eventually he just figured out he kind of had to stand there. But this is pretty much him testing, finding his boundaries. Go. But maybe I'll get a shot of his teeth here. You can see, I know he's got a grand mustache. And come here, let me see those teeth. And he's still got lots of little baby teeth in there. I know I might have to get a still photo of that for you. He's very good with his ears. He actually likes his ears scratched. That's not a problem. He's a little itchy today. Today's the first day we're in the 70s, and he's still got a little bit of a winter coat. He really loves his ears. Not bad about his face being rubbed, but he's just still a little mouthy for 2. Here, I'll go in here and ask him to, sorry about this video by myself here. I just ask him to move over. There we go. And You know, some days he's being moderately good today. This isn't his best day. Some days he's really easy. He comes out and he acts like he's 25. And in other days, he comes out and he acts like he doesn't want to do anything. Don't you? Because you're just silly. So I'm going to take him out of the cross ties now. Take your mouth off that. And I'll go put him in the round pen and do a little more work in there with him. See if I can get another little video for you of that. And just feel like I just want to give you a realistic expectation of you know, who he is and where he's at right now. Obviously he doesn't, you know, we've gotten through the challenge of him trying to pull back and trying to go through the cross ties, which he was moderately challenging that for a horse his age. Nothing dangerous, and I've certainly seen horses that were a lot harder to train in that. He's also not really terrified of anything. Let's see if I can get this sign. What is that? What is that? Not real, you know, horse aware. But he doesn't mind, you know, at all. I'd rather be, he's much more curious about it than anything. And what else do we have here that we can show how he is? Let's see. Boy, his mom has all kinds of little things around here. This bucket. Sorts of things. And again, he's a lot more curious about what it is than he's scared of it. He's very silly like that. Good boy. So good. Nothing good. Nothing good in there. He's very good with dogs. There's quite a few dogs. I bring my dog with him. Again, he's usually much more curious about it. There's something over here laying around. As you can see, sorry, I'm not really worried about him being in the cross tie and learning new things. He's really not one to want to pull back and see. He's really oral about things. He would much rather be a 2-year-old when it comes to new stuff and put it in his mouth. With his little mustache. I just love his mustache. Oops. Hope she didn't need that for anything. There we go. So I'll take him out and we'll put him in the cross tie or in the round pen and see what we got.